All right, so on this one, we are going to talk about how to study, how to study for trading. Okay, study for trading, right? So a lot of people, the way they learn about trading is actually, will I say, dysfunctional? It's dysfunctional because they when they go to maybe YouTube, or they buy a course or a trading strat, or they get a mentor, what they are actually doing is they learn all these things because they want to use those things to predict the market, right? They want to use those things to predict the market. So they are learning how to trade because they want to know if that tool will help them know predict each move in the market. But the truth is that no matter what tool that you use, no matter which technical indicator or strategy you are using, it's impossible to predict uh, the forex market. Okay, and the reason is because we are as retail traders, we don't have the capacity or the funds that is necessary to move the market. Okay, so what we are relying on is institutions, and you know what institutions do? They trade against each other. Okay, so one big institution like Goldman Sachs, and another institution, let's say institution X, they trade against each other, and that's what makes the market move. Okay, so your job as a trader is to study how these people behave, and then you are trying to piggyback on their movement. That is all traders do. So we are not trying to predict the market, rather we are trying to study how they behave, and that gives us something we call edge. Okay, you've heard me talk about edge a lot on this channel. Okay, so you studying technical analysis is not helping you to predict exactly what they will do or how they will move. You are just studying technical analysis to give you a high probability, a high what they usually do, right? A higher probability, meaning if let's say something happens and you click your buy button, if your signal suggests, let's say, buy, it means there is high probability that one of these institutions will move the market higher. Okay, but that your signal cannot tell you exactly what the market will do, right? So you might have that you might get that buy signal, but one of the institutions might push the market down at that point. Okay, doesn't mean that you were wrong. It just means that, you know, at that time, the institutions, that is just how the market is, right? That is how it is. You can never get accurately 100% what they are going to do. Okay, you just have all you have is high probability of one thing happening over another. Okay, so when you want to study for trading, you your goal is not to use those not your learning to predict the market. Your goal is to use those things to find areas where there is high probability of one thing happening over another. Okay, and then you'll be able to learn accurately. Otherwise, you know what happens when traders learn how to trade. Okay, they learn one strategy, they go to the market, they take like maybe 10 trades, and all of a sudden they have like maybe 3 or 4 losses in a row, and they are dumping that strategy to go and get a new one. Okay, but the truth is there's no strategy that will give you 100% wins. They will only give you higher probability of one thing happening over another. Okay, so in other words, there are two types of traders, right? There's trader A, who whenever he wants to take a trade, he has to be 100% sure that that trade will go his way. So he will go and ask a lot of people in WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups. He will make a lot of research, and plus his things that he has learned. And then when he's convinced that that trade must go his way, that is when he will now place the trade. Well, like I said, there's no amount of analysis you are going to do that is going to tell you what the institution will actually do. No amount of analysis you do will give you that information. Okay, it only gives you a higher probability that they might move the market at that point. Okay, so this trader A now will place his trade only when he thinks the market will go his way. And this is the reason why trader A is always frustrated. Okay, because when he places that trade and it doesn't go his way, and at that point, let's say he would risk, because he believes it's going to go his way, he has already done all the research, has already asked his mentors and everybody, a lot of groups, he has asked his friend, and they said the market is going to go up, right? So he clicks his buy, and since he's convinced, he's going to risk maybe 50 or 100% of his account at that point. So what happens when institutions are not thinking the way he's thinking right now, or using, maybe analyzing the market, or they are doing something else, he loses his money. Okay, this is trader A. He's obsessively focused on outcome. He thinks he can use his technical tool to predict the future. Well, like I said, no technical tool will help you to predict anything in the market. It only gives you a higher probability of one thing happening. Now there's also trader B, right? There's trader B, who, this trader, on the other hand, does not care about the outcome. Okay, whenever I place his trade, he has already tested that if I place this type of trade 30 times, I am going to make money. So trader B is just there waiting for a setup to happen, and he will place his trade and walk away. He doesn't care about the outcome. He doesn't care whether it hits its target or stop loss. And since trader B knows that nobody can predict the market, he will never place a trade without a stop loss. Trader B will never enter a trade that he has not tested, because he knows that the market is very random. So he will never take a trade until he knows he has an edge. Okay, he only trades when there is an edge. He doesn't care whether the market will go his way or not. If there's an edge, he will place that trade. Edge does not mean, he knows, trader B knows that edge does not mean that he will never take a loss. Edge only means that maybe after taking 30 trades, there's higher chance he is going to make money. Okay, so if, let's say, he's risking 1 to make 1 in these 30 trades, maybe 25 of them might go well, or maybe 20 of them will go well and 30 will be losers. But at the end of the day, he will always end up in profit. So trader B has an edge. Trader B is not frustrated, because he doesn't care whether the market goes up or down. He is only there taking his trade according to the plan. Trader B has already tested his strategy over the past data. Maybe he has backtested his strategy for over the past 6 months, and is seeing that the strategy has an edge, and now he's taking the trades believing that the edge would remain in the market. Okay, for at least maybe the next 6 months to a year, the edge should remain in the market. Okay, so trader B, since trader B knows that trader B also knows that edges do fade. Okay, the fact that he has an edge does not mean that it's going to be there forever. So trader B tracks all his trades. Okay, so whenever I place a trade, he will track it. He will track it and he will compare it with the backtesting that he has done. And whenever after placing 30 trades, if these 30 samples now deviate, if this 30 sample becomes different from what he has backtested, trader B will be the first person to know that the edge has disappeared. So what does he do? He will change his strategy. But trader B never changed his strategy until after placing 30 trades. Okay, so in other words, trader B is not trading. Trader B is trading with a plan. He's not depending on luck. He's trading with money management, and he's not frustrated. He's not hoping. He's not greedy because he knows nobody knows where the market is going to go. So why should I enter a trade without a stop loss? And why should I move my stop loss whenever the market starts going my way against me? Okay, because trader B knows that no matter what you do, you cannot avoid losses. Okay, so why should I move my stop loss if I see the market going against me? Okay, so that is the difference between winning and losing. Trader A is always losing, is always looking for new strategies based on social media or all those things. But trader B is concentrated. He trades only strategies that have an edge. He doesn't care about winning or losing. Okay, so that's the difference between profitable trading and random or losing trading. Okay, so that's